Welcome back to the channel, squad. I am here in the studio with Bam Bam Airsoft.
Heyo!
So today we're going to be looking at the good, bad, and the ugly Part 2 Amazon finds. Today we're going to be focusing on, I know right, we're going to be focusing on plate carriers and chest rigs. This was requested, so we are going to roll with it.
We're going to do our best to explain what we like and what we don't like about these products, so stick around.
I got something for you to look at. I spent way too much money on this chest rig. This is the Nightmare chest rig from one Tigress. I'm going to hand it off to you. And please don't judge me. It was when I was getting back into Airsoft, and I was just believing anything people were writing on Amazon without doing more research.
Trust me, I've judged him enough on this one, so, you know.
Thanks, guys.
Anyways, the reason I don't like this, alright, so this was based off of a JPC design, and if you look at it, just like a normal JPC, it's designed for smaller people. But I'm 5'7", all right? 5'7", around 200 pounds. If you put it in the proper placement, right, which means this sits right at your collarbone, if you notice, this thing sits about 2 fingers below my sternum, which in reality would cover up all your vitals except for your intestines. But in Airsoft, we all know, especially you fat guys out there like me, belly hits hurt, okay? So pair this with a dangler, buyer beware. Other things that I don't like about this is they went really skimpy on the padding. Now, granted, we're not rucking for 15 to 20 miles or whatever, like military does. But when you got straps and other stuff hanging over it, it is something to be aware of. Ryan is going to give you his opinion on it, and I think you also got some pricing that you want to talk about as well.
Yeah, so now we're sitting at about $75 for one of these with Prime shipping. So it is, like I said, the Nightmare chest rig, laser cut. Not a big fan of the laser cuts. I was getting interference from some of the accessory pouches I was running on the front with my mags. Didn't really like that at all. I could just tell like there was a bit of a snag. And Bam's got a product that he's going to show you later on that I think is pretty awesome. That would alleviate some of those problems. So didn't like that. One pro with this, I will say, it came with the foam insert, so it had the fake foam plates, which was actually really comfortable, and it makes your chest rigs or your plate carriers look really good when you've got those foam inserts. Yeah.
Yeah, it fills it out, gives it more body, it gives it shape instead of like, you know, the people who run around with a rental vest and it looks like literally just like they put a vest on over their t-shirt. It kind of looks a little wonky. This gives you a little bit more immersion and realism in that fact.
Right. That's about all I want to say about this rig. It's nothing to write home about. I would definitely pass this one up. If you were looking at buying it, I would just forget about this one. Go with something else.
Absolutely. And the option that I have is honestly a lot cheaper, and with a little modification is a lot better.
Oh, do show.
Alright, so the next thing we got is this chest rig. I will try and figure out the name brand of this here in a minute, but all I did was I bought the chest rig, and then I went out and I bought the flat pack to go with it. Because I'm an HPA user, I need something for my tanks, and this thing is absolutely amazing. So the chest rig standard, it comes with these little elastic pieces that go over the top to hold your mags into place. I did not like that. I found it cumbersome, just like on the JPC that we were just showing you. Those things got in the way. So all I did was I cut those off, and I went with mag tacos that you can also buy on Amazon.
I really like those. I like those a lot.
They're only like I want to say $12 for 4 of them, or 3 of them. Like between 12 and 20 bucks. And to me, they're perfect. Your mag slides into place, comes out. When it's attached to you, they're not flying out or whatever, but I've been using these for a while, and honestly, I need to replace them. But when I first got them, I could turn this whole thing upside down and shake it, and nothing would happen. So
did that drop
awesome.
pouch come with that? Did that come with a drop pouch?
No, this did not come with a drop pouch. However, everything on this thing you could just replace with the Velcro. If I wasn't so weak right now. So yeah, everything is Velcro backed. You could, I mean, it's completely interchangeable how you want to do stuff.
So that's modular. That you could run as an SMG class or...
Oh, absolutely.
That's nice. And for those HPA guys, the backpack is just a great touch.
So the backpack actually comes separate.
Okay.
So the backpack was actually the most expensive part on this rig. So the chest rig itself was about $30, $40. And the flat pack wasn't much more. It was like 40 to 50. So the chest rig by itself will do any AEG player a lot of good, and especially if you get the tacos.
Now, keep in mind the prices that we're referencing were probably, I mean, mine was easily over a year ago, so prices change, and yeah, I'm sure when you bought your stuff, it's probably a while ago, so...
Well, mine's a bit newer. I bought that about 6 months ago.
Okay, so it's probably around the same price, but if you're watching this a year from now, 2 years from now, don't quote us on that down in the comments section, please. We know prices vary.
Yeah, especially on Amazon, they'll go up and down, they'll fluctuate. Just like the one Tigress he was showing, it was 120 and now it's at 75.
Yeah. All right, since we're talking about chest rigs, I'm going to talk about my favorite for the more budget-friendly. I'm just going to hand it to Bam and just see what he thinks. Nice and slow. Hopefully he doesn't punch me.
All right, so here's what's up, guys. So what it's...
Type 81. It's a Chi-Com chest rig.
Chi-Com.
I got you.
Type 81. I was never a fan of these. Never a fan of these. But it's not because they're bad. It's because they're for AK guys. However, because I know you're going to cut me off on this one.
I was so close to attacking him. I'm just like...
These will carry everything. Literally everything. SMG, M4, AK, like, you name it, you could shove it in this thing. And it is so basic and simple. However, your favorite line, these things have killed more people than COVID.
That's a fact. Right? That is a fact.
So you have your grenade pouches, you have 4 pouches for mags up front, and it's just a very, very light system.
For $20. That's a
$20.
That's a reproduction.
And you're not breaking this. This is like a heavy duty canvas, and it's built. I hate to say it because I don't love it.
I'm buying him one. I am buying him one. He's. I
will be running one. Yes,
I am buying him
one. I see the benefit of this. The downsides to this is you're not accessing your mags extremely quickly.
It's slow. I get roasted on the internet all the time for speed with those. Like, oh, just practice. It is slow. If you would stop, take the time and practice with it. Yeah, you get a little bit faster, but the stuff I've got from G-Code, like my chest rig from G-Code, just outperforms anything. So I'm just done talking about that.
With this, you have this little...
Here comes the cons from Mr. AR guy.
Here's my con. You ready? To get a mag, watch this. Pretend this is on your body. I'm under duress. Oh no. Oh no. Got the mag. You see what I'm saying? And then you have to load with an AK, which we all know, unless you practice religiously with one, reloads can be cumbersome, unlike
I can do
AR.
Well, I can do it with my eyes closed backwards, upside down while drowning. So
that's just him because he's AR guru or AK guru over here. I'm sorry, hand me an AR, I'm happy. But for what this is actually an incredible piece of kit, and every militant force that I could think of has ran these at some point. Like, you can go look at pictures in Afghanistan of U.S. soldiers.
U.S., Canadian, British soldiers using them. A lot of special forces guys. And it dates back to, like, Vietnam era, the older variant. They're not going to be running a 4-cell. It'll be like a 3-cell, so like a Type 56 or somewhere around there.
Oh, so, and pull that back up how you have it folded. So fold that up. So what's really cool about this doesn't take up space.
Oh, no, yeah. You
at all.
It. Yeah.
That's, like, perfect for any application. You can keep that in the back of your trunk, put 4 mags in there, and as long as you got iPro, the minute you hit the field, you just go, okay, whoop.
Yeah, that's honestly...
And it's done.
If you're young, you're getting into Airsoft, you want a chest rig, I mean, that is an OG, really underrated chest rig. Like Bam said, I've said it before, it's killed more people than COVID. The Chi-Com gang is real. You should join the Chi-Com gang, kids.
I'm definitely going there, and I gave him a lot of crap for it, but I will say this. It's actually... It's baller, but the problem that people have with it, you ready for this? It's not that it's a bad piece of kit. It's old. People don't like old things for some reason. Bring back some history when you play Airsoft. Come on, it's cool.
It's OG.
And nobody else.
I don't want to say goon. People are going to be like cringe, but it is pretty goon.
It's definitely
some DNC or some Desert Tiger with Chi-Com. Yeah,
I'm telling you, go look at the. Hopefully, you could slide some of those photos in. Go look at the photos of like the Afghan. Even the Vietnam era, the Green Beret that were running them. Yeah, like roll some of that footage in there, like the U.S. soldiers Canadian soldiers. I mean, even didn't the Russians run it at one point too?
I'm pretty sure everyone's basically
Yeah, there's
gear.
so much kit designed off of that. It's amazing. But honestly, that to me is my favorite piece of Amazon gear to date. Because it's cheap and it works.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, I totally agree. Do we have anything else to talk about from Amazon? Any surprises? Did you bring any surprises? I think you just brought like a random bag of stuff. He's like, Amazon.
Boy, do I got a surprise for you.
Oh boy.
So this is currently on a gun, but it's not the gun. It's not the gun. This is a Replica EOTech that I bought for $55.
Can I see that?
Yeah.
That is... Oh my gosh, it even has the branding. I never noticed that when we were at the field, but it is literally laser engraved EOTech on the side. That's for law enforcement and military use. That is dope.
Yeah.
Like that's... I mean, if you want to LARP like a goon badass, like that is taking LARPing to the next level. For $55, that's awesome.
For $55, this thing is amazing. It runs off your standard CR123 batteries, so it just goes in right here. You have a red, green option. You have different brightness variabilities. The only thing that I'll say about this, if you want to keep this thing up and running, get the lens protector. I know it looks cringe and looks ugly, but the thing about these things, I've had about 4 of these. Now, luckily, this one hasn't broke on me yet, and I've had this one for about a year. But I've had about 4 of these, and all of them have broke. If you go through and watch my channel of Stonebreaker, you will see me break an EOTech that's pretty much exactly like this. It's just a longer variant of it. I can't remember if it was the 551 or the 553. I don't know the exact models, but this thing is a solid piece of kit, and I have ran this thing through the muck and the mud, and it just keeps on kicking. All I've ever had to do is replace the batteries, and there's an auto-off feature. So if you leave this thing on, it'll turn off by itself.
Will it turn back on when you shake it?
No, it doesn't have a shake awake.
For that kind of money on Amazon. You know what? I've got an optic from Amazon too. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Just remember this.
See, what's really messed up is I'm jealous of this one. He showed me this, and I almost cried because it's half the price.
Dude, for like $26. This guy right here is the AL20B. You can look that up on Amazon if it focuses on that. So it's a micro red dot. We slapped it on the old M4. Once you turn it on, every 5 minutes it'll shut off if the gun's not moving. Generally, if you're out on the field, you're playing, or it's in the car, it's going to be on. So it does have the auto-off feature. When it's idle for a long period of time, it shuts off and it will not turn on. So right now it's turned off. So I just hit the either plus or minus button, and we've got a dot. And then in 5 minutes, if the gun is just leaning up against a wall or just sitting somewhere, the gun will it'll turn off. But then if I pick the gun back up, it actually turns back on. So really awesome, $26. I cannot wait to play with this. That is just a great.
This thing is great. So, can we just take a second to realize that Ryan handed me an M4?
How do I even have that in my... Where did that come from?
Hi.
Actually, I would like to thank my good friends at Elite Force for sending that for review.
By the way, Elite Force, you make really amazing guns. Just letting you know, in the airsoft world. Keep it up.
Absolutely.
So, let's talk about this sight for a second. Aside from this that I don't like, this actually creates a really, really good riser feature, which, if you know anything about this sight, this is based off of, like, a micro or a T1, right?
Like a T1, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
like a T1.
Yeah.
Cut out micro. My brain's not fully functioning. I ran out of coffee. Anyways, so this is based off of a T1.
He spilled his coffee on my floor. Everyone on YouTube's going to know now.
Yeah,
He kicked it like...
I kicked it across the room. Anyways,
it was an accident. It was an accident. He wasn't... I told him he had to shoot an AK this year, and he just got mad. I don't know.
Sadly, I'm going to have to because I spilled coffee on his carpet. Anyways, so this is based off of a T1, right? So T1s, typically you run them with a riser because they're such a low-profile sight, right? This allows for a really, really good riser point. So if you're running any kind of dye mask, I'm literally looking down the sight right now and notice that my cheek really isn't on it. Like, it's there, but it's not.
It's perfect. I tested it with my
for...
Virtue, and my Virtue has one of the longer jawline protective lower mask portions, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
And it works. It works great with that. But
so if you're running a push unite, you're not going to have any problems. I mean, even with my EOTech that I have no problems with the push unite. But that's not about this. It's about this. This thing is awesome, and I'm jealous because just how just the features you get for $27. 26?
Yeah, 26.
$26. You get a shake awake feature. The brightness on it is really, really clean. The optic itself is really, really clean. And honestly, I couldn't think of anything better. You throw like a 1-inch riser on this for, you know, let's say Mark 18. Or...
Oh, it does come with a riser as well. So it comes with,
yeah.
it comes with that low pro there, and then it also comes with a co-witness. If you're running like a flat top AR and you've got flip up sights, it comes with that co-witness too, so you can look through your.
So you get all of that for $27.
Yeah, plus 2 batteries.
Plus 2 batteries. Okay, this is the buy of the year.
It is absolutely.
This and the chest rig is the buy of the year. You run this with that, you're good. You're good.
Remember, it's Airsoft. I would not throw that on my AR-15. Absolutely not. Don't. We're talking Airsoft here. Great deal for Airsoft. I mean, that's awesome.
I hate carrying handles, but I got to tell you, this setup is actually, it's perfect with this sight. It's perfect, and it's still just shook awake.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yep, I'm happy with it. All right, guys, that'll about wrap up the video. If we don't have anything else, down in the comments section, let us know if you want to see anything else. I might have to bust out the wallet and buy some more Amazon stuff, but I'm okay with that. 2023 is here. We've got a huge schedule. Our schedule is...
Oh, it's massive. Also, if there's something that you have that you want us to review, let us know. We might set up a P.O. box, and, you know, maybe we could get some of your gear, do a review on it, send it back, or whatever.
Yeah, we're totally open to anything. We'll beat up your equipment. We'll buy equipment to beat up. It does not matter. We're here for the Airsoft community to make Airsoft a better place. So
we're here for the truth.
We are here for the truth. We've come for the truth. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Catch you on the next one.
Peace.